careers, legacies. It's time to hit the reset button, and this is an exciting time of the year.
UC Davis's first time to the Big West Championships. We'll have starting lineups and first pitch when we come back to Anderson Family Field in Fullerton, California. The visitors, as the lower seed, they will bat first. And their lineup looks like this. They have the fourth best offense in the Big West Conference. Lena Apodaca, followed by Avery Weisbrook, Priscilla Iniguez, Nina Sepulveda, Brooklyn Lee, Emily Dowden, Elise Guerrero, Audrey Mendoza, and Giselle Hernandez with a healthy .307 batting average in the conference. Kendall Fern is in her first year at the helm of Long Beach State University, took over for longtime head coach Kim Souter, and she has been a fantastic addition to the Beach. She's a former assistant at San Diego State University and a SoCal native. In the circle for UC Davis is Carolyn Grimes. The righty senior comes in with a healthy record of 13 and 14, 3.43 ERA. As you take a look at her numbers, 108 strikeouts. She last pitched on May 2nd at Cal Poly in a win and has been a fantastic pitcher in the circle for UC Davis.
Yeah, she's got everything that this team needs. She's been very reliable for UC Davis. She stepped up for this team when they needed her to. Pay attention to Grimes and the way that she goes a little bit east-west. She's got a great off speed. She's going to try to keep those Long Beach State hitters off balance, but she does actually sprinkle in a drop as well.
Defensively for UC Davis, you see Shelton Brady and Detlefson in the outfield. You've got Felice, Pantiera, Reeves, and Poli in the infield. Kyle Quintera is the catcher, and Grimes in the circle. Lena Apodaca set to lead it off for the Beach. The sophomore out of Camarillo, California. The lefty set to face Grimes. And here is pitch one. Ball low. Vince Price is our home plate umpire. Todd Foy is at first. And Nikki Ardall is at third. that Apodaca, a first-team All-Big West for 2026. She has just been a constant at the top of the Beach lineup, setting the table for one of the most exciting offenses in the conference.
She anchors that leadoff position, and it's just so important. And her team has needed that throughout the season. It's been a huge reward.
Off speed, strike call.
That is that off speed that we talked about with Grimes. She's going to use it, again, not only just to keep the hitters off balance, but it's a great pitch in sort of whatever count she is with these hitters. You will notice for Apodaca that she's not going to swing at a pitch that she doesn't like. And as Grimes works the outside, again, that east-west, Apodaca is going to wait for that pitch, but she'll protect the zone.
That ball high in the zone, she just fouls it off. She's first in the team in average and 7th in the conference in batting average. And she has just been the starter for this team that is so fun offensively to watch. But you see that she's got great eye-hand coordination at the top of the lineup.
69 total hits, 38 runs scored, Tracy. Oh.
And get her swinging and a throw to first for the first big out for UC Davis.
Nice job by Grimes, and good awareness by Kalinetra, the catcher for UC Davis, to make an easy throw down to first to get that leadoff hitter. That's a big out, because this is a strong lineup here with the top 3, top 4 for Long Beach State.
Avery Weisbrook steps in. The junior out of Torrance, California, and transfer from Florida State. Weisbrook has started every game at shortstop for the Beach and has found a home back home after transferring from ACC country in Florida State. Big swing, fouls that off.
She's a great defender. She's such a strong two-way player in the top of this lineup for Long Beach State, but she plays that shortstop position. She leads the country in assists. And Kendall Fern just has really been given no choice but to keep Weisbrook in the most important pieces and places in the lineup and on the field.
Grimes tempts her outside with that ball.
Grimes and Kalinetra working to better understand the strike zone early on. Where can they hit? Where will they get the call? Where will they not get the call?
Fouls that back. Heard some fans from UC Davis said they got up at 5 o'clock this morning to either get in the car or get on the plane to watch their Aggies, because this is their first Big West softball appearance. They're excited about their team, who at any given point in the Big West during the regular season, they were at 2, 3, 4, so unpredictable, and of course they landed in the number 4 seed. Ball high.
Well, Tracy, there's something to say about the atmosphere in the stands, and it kind of mirrors the sense of urgency that these teams come in understanding the road to the NCAA Division I softball championship. The fans seem a bit louder. You mentioned getting in their cars. They are more invested, and sometimes they travel in big numbers, and we'll see that throughout the week.
Grimes gets the signal, bears down. That ball fouled to the right side. Last year, UC Santa Barbara came back to win from the elimination bracket. They got down early, beat by UC San Diego. And then Joe Evans and the Gauchos went on to win the first ever Big West Championship, and where they advanced to the NCAA tournament and won a couple games. And we'll see a rematch of the UCSB, UCSD, following this game. Davis are on the rise ball. Second out of the inning for UC Davis.
Well, Grimes might have an east-west repertoire, and that might be oftentimes what she leans on throughout this season, and it has been. But here is a ball that just continues to rise as it approaches the plate. And what a strikeout. She's got the #1 and the #2, and she and the Aggies are fired up.
That is 110 strikeouts on the season for Grimes, as she faces Priscilla Iniguez. Iniguez, a sophomore out of Lawndale, California, and North High School. Iniguez, honorable mention All Big West this year. The awards just came out over the weekend, going upstairs and gets Iniguez swinging.
You just mentioned Iniguez and her awards. She had a strong first season here. She's a sophomore now, but her freshman year was good. She earned honorable mention All Big West honors last year. She was also chosen to the Big West All Freshman team after she hit 5 dingers.
Inside ball. Grimes kind of asking for clarification of where exactly that ball was and how much did it miss. Foul back. There are some fans from UC Davis cheering on the Aggies, excited about this softball team, excited about this tournament. Top 6 teams in the Big West.
Saw a couple jerseys earlier when I walked in of some what might be parents with Detlefson on the back.
Ball sky high.
Alyssa Detlefson, another member of UC Davis. So you got fans, you got parents, you got another fellow. I'm looking down in the fans. I'm seeing a jersey, the man wearing number 21 with Grimes on the back. So everybody representing different players.
Iniguez battling in there. Well, 2 teams got a bye for this first day. One of them is #1 seed Cal State Fullerton. They will play tomorrow. And the #2 is Hawaii. And they are actually watching this game as we speak in left center field. You can see those green jerseys from the Rainbow Wahine.
Cal State Fullerton players sitting right behind home plate.
Iniguez to right center. Detlefson underneath and gloves it for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, and the Aggies coming to bat. Hang on. It looks like we've got a delayed dead ball at the umpire's calling, and UC Davis going back out on the field. And I don't know if they're saying it's an illegal pitch, but we're getting some clarification right now. Looks like 3rd base umpire Naomi Erdahl is talking to Grimes.
The call was an illegal pitch. We're going to take a look right here. Maybe it was the hop, or maybe she was outside the pitching lane. She could have been really both. As you see her move and you see that hop, but also that pitching lane where those 2 lines that go from the pitching plate to the edge of the circle.
So it is a ball on the batter. It was out of the pitching lane. And it's a 3-2 count. 2 outs. They'll do it again. This time to the left side.
Iniguez likes the chance that she gets another opportunity to stand in there.
And there is the Rainbow Wahine, and congratulations to them for getting the #2 seed.
Yes.
And both coaching staffs for Fullerton and Hawaii win co-coaches of the year. So
very exciting.
Excited to see them tomorrow.
Very well deserved. Congratulations.
There is a rise ball, and Iniguez just hits that foul and comes up limping out of the box.
She lost her shoe. Came out of her shoe.
Literally.
Literally came out of her shoe. She's putting her shoe on right now. She was hopping with her. Saw Kendall Fern just taking a, she's out there, the head coach for Long Beach, and she's just laughing. Here it is right here, and you'll see it's the, as we track the ball She lost her right shoe. So Kendall Fern, look at this, head coach. No job is too big, too small for the head coach, Kendall Fern, tying the shoe of Iniguez. Well done.
So Iniguez continues to battle in there and continues to make Grimes work in the circle. The 3-2 pitch again. And it hit her right on the right kneecap.
If you thought she was limping when she came out of her shoes, she's taking her time walking this off to first place. It kind of hits the inside of the knee on that right back knee where she's getting ready to load. And look at as she loads, she turns, wants to try to square up, and then that's where she takes the ball. Ouch.
Maybe an opportunity for the beach as the fantastic freshman Nina Sepulveda out of Palmdale, California steps in. She's honorable mention All Big West and all freshman team. They moved her from the top of the lineup down to the number 4 spot. In the zone. Ball 2.
That one's a tough one to lay off of because it's so close to the zone. As you take a look at Sepulveda's numbers, she's hitting .352 batting average. She's played and started in just about every game. 49 games played and 49 starts. She's had a lot of experience this year. And 145 at-bats for the freshman.
They said she was a Big West Freshman of the Year candidate because of all the awards she was winning during the course of the regular season. At one point, she was hitting .600 in a sweep on the road at UC Riverside.
Good pitch.
Fouls that back. With all the fouled pitches early on, it looks like the Beach still trying to catch up to that 65+ mile/hour speed of Grimes. Three-two. Ball 4.
Well, she really was patient in that at-bat. Those were tough pitches to lay off of, but that walk, you don't want to give a free pass, and now you've got a runner in scoring position for Long Beach with Iniguez. And then Sepulveda draws the walk there. It's going to force a conference in the circle. Early pressure by Long Beach State on this UC Davis team. We told you that the top of the lineup works pitchers, and they hit pitchers for Long Beach State. They've been solid all year. They create the momentum, Tracy, that the team needs, and now UC Davis, even with 2 outs, feeling just a little bit of pressure. The catcher, Calinetra, telling Grimes, settle in, we've got it, you and me, let's talk, and we'll get out of this. You love the communication by the catcher, Calinetra, to Grimes.
The junior Brooklyn Lee out of Laverne, California, the transfer from UC San Diego, steps in. She had missed the first month of the season due to injury, but has come back with conviction. A .321 hitter, and they have RBI opportunities for Brooklyn Lee with 2 outs here in the first inning. And that ball is well hit. And that will score a run. 1 run will score. And the Beach go ahead 1-0 here in the top of the first with the RBI from Brooklyn Lee.
Brooklyn Lee jumped all over this pitch, and that ball was hit right where it came from, and that's down the center of the plate. It goes right up to center, over the head of UC Davis's Brady, who tried to chase and just couldn't get there. Brooklyn Lee doing the work, leads the Big West in both hits and doubles this season, and you can tally up another one for Brooklyn Lee.
That'll bring up the number 6 hitter, Emily Dowden, the junior center fielder, with 2 runners on, 2 outs. The Beach with a 1-0 lead. Ball just getting in, strike 1. Well, you got to think Erin Thorne in her 11th year coming out to talk to Grimes, saying, let's get ahead early and then get them fishing. Strike 2, outside part of the plate.
Good spot. She has thrown a couple pitches there that have been called a strike by our home plate umpire, Vince Price. And so she goes right back to that, working east to west.
Off speed, strike 3! 3 strikeouts for Grimes, but the Beach push a run across. Long Beach State on top as we move to the bottom of the first, 1-0.
It's easy to play it safe, but that's not our story. Only the bold. It's our mission. A call for risk takers and change makers to shine. In the classroom, in the community, and in competition. Bold is our past, our future, our passion. Bold is the next level. The Big West, only the bold.
Credit Union One Free Checking has everything you need to bank on the go, make deposits and more with our highly rated mobile app. And get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 Early Pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunion1.org.
Introducing CU1 High Yield Checking, the account that rewards you for everyday banking. Earn up to 5.25% APY when you make qualifying transactions each month. No minimum or opening balance required. Get started at cu1.com/high-yield-checking.
In Hawaii, beauty is all around us. It inspires the way we move, breathe, feel, the way we dive, jump, play. When you see our home like we do, Hawaii stays with you.
UC Davis coming up to bat. They have the 6th best offense in the Big West, and their starting lineup looks like this. Gia Felice followed by Sydney Poley, Claire Shelton, Riley Reeves, Naomi Calentra, Kaylin Phillips, Marley Panziera, Alyssa Detlefson, and Kiara Brady. The team average .282. Erin Thorpe is in her 11th year at the helm of UC Davis, and she said, yeah, it's great to be to the party. This is our first year. Former UCSD player who played under Patty Gerkins at her days in La Jolla, California. And just a fantastic job she has done getting her team into the Big West Championships.
You can tell by the way that she coaches, and her philosophy is just a really kind of a Patty Gerkins applied, philosophy there. And of course what Patty did there at UC San Diego, so wonderful. But Erin Thorpe here at UC Davis with an opportunity to get into this championship this week. The payoff could be for UC Davis to start strong. If you look at their numbers, they lead the Big West in walks. They're second in sacrifice bunts. And so that short game, if you can get on, they can play that short game.
Kate Barnett is in the circle, the junior, doing a fantastic job. She last pitched against CSUN, a game that the Beach won, and that was on May 2nd. She has faced UC Davis twice, and of course, lost both times as Davis swept the Beach in the regular season. Gia Felice, first team All Big West, the senior out of Hollister, California. Felice to third. Sepulveda, the throw. Gets her by a step.
Number 13, Cindy Coley.
Defense for the Beach. You've got Shelton, Brady, and Detlefson. That looks an awful lot like the defense for UC Davis. So we'll scratch that and come back to getting you the right defense for the Beach. Sydney Poley steps in. Swing and a miss against Kate Barnett. Poley, the senior out of Fair Oaks, California.
Kate Barnett, as the pitcher for Long Beach State, she'll oftentimes work that sort of the bottom of the knee. Remember, the strike zone would be just the top of the knee to the bottom of the sternum or the breastbone.
To the right side. The throw by Hernandez gets Poley.
But it is tough to score off of Kate Barnett because of that pitch that she really will force an umpire to call. She'll really work the zone. And what I mean by working sort of the zone, or you hear players or coaches say that, you're kind of referring to hitting the vertical limits consistently. That forces the players or the umpires to make that call and for the players to swing.
Claire Shelton, the sophomore out of San Mateo, California. Trying to solve Kate Barnett, fouls that to the right side. Boy, the Aggies don't let a whole lot of grass grow under their feet. They are attacking early in the count. And the top three hitters for average for UC Davis are the top three hitters in the lineup for the Aggies. Felice, Poley, and Shelton. Fouls that back.
Aggressive in the box is UC Davis. They see a pitch they like, they'll go for it.
Ball up in the zone, and that will be an infield single. Shelton gets the infield single on the slow roller. Weisbrook tried to get her by a step, but Shelton too much foot speed.
Nice job, and just a little bit of a blooper right over Kate Barnett's head, and good effort by shortstop. That's Weisbrook, but check out the speed down the baseline for Claire Shelton as she gets out of the box.
Sophomore Riley Reeves out of Turlock, California.
She's another one of these UC Davis players. Gained great experience as a freshman. She is a sophomore this year, but it is that continuity for these players where Erin Thorpe continues to build and develop. And Reeves is a great example of that. Played a total of 48 games. She started in 46 of them, and what a great year it was. Kind of picking up this year, Tracy, where she left off, and you can see that just even as a young player, she is not so much the hitter that will swing unless she really likes that pitch. If she knows it's going to be called a ball because it's out of the strike zone, she'll lay off. That's a great pitch by Kate Barnett. Bringing in the heat and hitting that outside.
drills that down the right side. Ooh, just a good catch by security out there.
Wow, he almost one-handed that. That was impressive. There he is.
A man of multi-talents.
Yeah.
Did she go?
They're going to check. The check is and no.
Kendall Fern trying to plead her case there.
A good spin on that one, and that ball moving inside as it approached the plate.
New life for Riley Rees with Shelton on first. The 3-2 pitch to the right side in the outfield, but catchable and caught by Apodaca. So the Aggies threaten, but the Beach shuts them down. The Beach on top, 1-0. Seven, 8, and 9 set to face Caroline Grimes here in the top of the second for Long Beach State. Lisa Guerrero set to lead it off for the Beach. Guerrero, a freshman out of Whittier, California. Strike one called. Strike two on the outside corner.
And Grimes getting ahead in the count. That's the plan. And she spent a little time in the dugout while her team was on the offense, making sure that she had the plan for the hitters coming up on the scout. And she desperately wants to get ahead of a player like Guerrero, who's got exit velocity big time. She can certainly smash it, but she strikes out a lot. So Grimes right now is really in a great situation, getting ahead in the count, 2-0, and now with that last ball that Guerrero laid off of, still, this is all Grimes right here.
1-2 to the freshman Guerrero. Inside.
Last pitch was outside. This most recent pitch on the inside. An east-west pitcher who uses that off-speed. She got a couple good off-speed pitches, one to strike out in that first inning.
On the right side, is that playable? It is just out of play.
Guerrero, who is the designated hitter for this team. Mendoza's a great catcher for this Long Beach team, but they put her out in left field so they can get Guerrero in the lineup. Yeah, Mendoza is a great defensive player in that left field. So Kendall Fern has the flexibility with the skill level and uses that to the advantage of the lineup.
You can see the freshman just trying to focus mentally as she's got to fight off Grimes. That ball is hit well to left field, but it is playable. Shelton gloves it for out number 1. Take a look at the offense between these two teams, Tammy. They are aggressive and they find their way on the bases.
Yeah, you take a look at the walks in Long Beach State. We mentioned that right at the top. You know, that top of that batting order, very patient. Runs. UC Davis has got the edge there, and just a slight edge on the hits statistic. With over 400, very impressive for this UC Davis team. Here's Mendoza, who I just mentioned as the sophomore. They will move her. She's a great catcher, maybe even the best catcher they have, playing in left field, so that Guerrero gets in that designated position in the lineup.
Transfer from Penn State, as the transfer portal is alive and well, and is Carolyn Grimes' curve is also alive and well.
Yes, the transfer portal is alive and well indeed. And not just in softball.
That ball to center, and that will fall in for a hit. So Mendoza is a 1-out base runner here in the top of the second.
Nice contact there by Audrey Mendoza, the sophomore, and hit it up and over the infield, but short enough that it was a tough play defensively for center or even the infielders who were chasing just a bit.
Number 9 hitter Giselle Hernandez trying to keep the offense alive for the Beach.
Overall, coming into this game hitting .212, but she hit .250 in Big West Conference play.
Fouls that back. Hernandez, a junior out of Riverside, California, and another Penn State transfer.
Penn State, sad to see the talent go. Kendall Fern, happy to welcome them to Long Beach State.
You know, one winner in Happy Valley, and they're like, let's hightail it back to SoCal.
You're right. Yeah, Mendoza and Hernandez said, all right, well, we know what the beach looks like because they're both from Southern California, especially Mendoza, who's from San Diego.
Oh. Speed gets her the throw to first, not in time.
Yeah, that off speed just working really well for Grimes. It's about her second strikeout on the off speed, where it has worked magnificently. Watch the show, and then that off speed, which has a drop to it late at the end and completely can fool the hitters.
Top of the order, Lena Apodaca. First team all Big West. She struck out her first time up. Apodaca, a team leading .390 coming into today's game. Grimes is getting that outside part of the plate. 1-1.
That's a screwball to a left-handed hitter. It works on the outside.
Runner is going. Ball's popped up. Playable at short. for Panziera for the third out of the inning. So the Beach get another runner on, but they strand her in the second. We move to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Beach. Second. Naomi Kalinentra, the catcher, sophomore from Davis, California. Ball one. Fouls that back as the umbrellas come out. 76 degrees here in Fullerton, California. A beautiful breeze. And great day for Big West Championship softball. That is fouled back. During the regular season in early April, UC Davis swept Long Beach, winning 3-1 in 12 innings, and then 9-1, and then 2-1. Did she go? Yes, she did. First strikeout for Kate Barnett.
I'll tell you, Kate Barnett looks very relaxed, very in control, and she is commanding the strike zone. And look at this pitch. I mean, she just hits that spot as you see that back foot, it's long stride. And that back foot gives her energy, and she can bring some heat. Just good spin, good movement on the ball.
She's named honorable mention. All Big West is Barnett. That will bring up Kaylin Phillips, the freshman. Phillips out of San Diego, California, in Otay Ranch High School. She had 2 hits against the Beach in one of those wins on April 3rd. Are you surprised that the Beach went with Barnett, perhaps, in this opener?
Well, Long Beach State is going to pitch by committee, and they've got an exciting style of softball, but their pitching group is by committee. So you could go with Alonzo. She's an up-down pitcher. Barnett tends to work little bit low, but she's got everything that you need. She's got a really good change. It's great. I don't think I'm surprised because I think it's a feel thing and where Kate Barnett is right now, the confidence. We asked Kendall Fern, you know, you have pitchers on this team. If you're going by committee, does one stand out that says like, hey, I want the ball, give me the ball? And she said, sometimes, yeah, they do.
To third base, a big hop. Sepulveda gloves it and throws it to first for the second out of the inning.
Certainly Barnett comes in and had pitched 45 innings. When you, comparatively speaking, Alonso, 111, and Lindsey Cowan's 62. So Barnett was not the pitcher that had pitched the most innings, but again, it's a feel thing, it's a scout thing.
Junior Marley Panziera from Salinas, California, is the number 7 hitter as Barnett continues to efficiently work her way through the lineup. She has thrown 29 pitches. That is pitch number 30. Talk about efficiency.
She's trying to hit that upper right on the outside. She's just working that, and she gets that call. That one just a little bit off. And they check down to first base to see if Panzieri had gone, and she did not. And then she comes back and fouls that one off. But you'll see that spot that Kate Barnett is hitting.
Panziera, 269 hitter in that number 7 spot. Fouls that. You know, when you come to tournament time, and we've seen it in basketball, it's who's hot at the right time. And last year, there was so much pressure on Cal State Fullerton playing here at the first Big West Championships in their home field, and they got knocked out early.
Yeah.
And then the pressure fell to Long Beach State under Kim Souter, and people thought, well, if it's not Fullerton, it's going to be the Beach. And the Beach gets knocked out. And lo and behold, the Gauchos from Cal State, UC Santa Barbara, get hot and manage to knock off a couple teams and win the championship.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a really good point. And several of the coaches on the coaches' calls just the other day said, we love to be able to hit that reset button because it's an exciting time of the year. And you want to be playing your best softball right now, how you're coming into this championship week. Certainly UC Davis felt pretty good, but Erin Thorpe did mention, she goes, we didn't care who we were playing in terms of a matchup because we asked her the question, are you excited because you had swept Long Beach State? She goes, not really, because of the way that they can play.
Weisbrook gets the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Kate Barnett. The Beach coming to bat.
And at this time, we'd like to recognize the All Big West members of the Long Beach Softball. Congratulations to Rita Applebaum.
Time up.
Sitting out hitting for Long Beach State, number 10, Avery Weisbrook.
Fouls that back. Long Beach State had opened a lot of people's eyes when they were at the Mary Nutter Classic in February, and they knocked off Oklahoma. You could hear the stadium erupt, and what a great win for a team from the Big West. And the irony is that Patty Gasso, who's the head coach of Oklahoma, is from the area of Long Beach and has a lot of ties. And so for Long Beach to knock off Oklahoma, it really set a tone of confidence, a tone that Kendall Fern had the team in the right direction.
That's a program win, and when I say program win, those you build off of those, your program. Not very many people get to say that they beat Oklahoma, but they took it to them. And it was, like you said, it was obviously very exciting. Oklahoma's ranked 4th at the time. The score was 6-4. You put up 6 runs on a team like Oklahoma. That's very impressive.
You know, Oklahoma is now #1. It's been kind of Texas, and then for a sneeze, it was Tennessee, and now Oklahoma is back on top. And so it's got a lot of street cred for the Beach to knock off Oklahoma. Maybe that's why 8 different players made one of the all Big West teams for the Beach, because they've got so much talent top to bottom.
Well, it takes a lot of talent top to bottom to beat a team like Oklahoma. They've got a lot of home run hitters. If you look at the top 35 or top 40 hitters in Division I, there's about 4 from Oklahoma in terms of home run hitters. They've got a lot of power. They've got incredible defense. So again, I think by putting up 6 runs on that team, as many hits as they did, you know, nothing less than impressive for the Beach.
Weisbrook just trying to fight those pitches off as Grimes doing a nice job of bearing down. She's already got 4 strikeouts in this game, and we're only in the 3rd inning. But you're right, Oklahoma, JT Gasso, the hitting coach there, has been a fantastic. I mean, they look poised to head back to Oklahoma City. Speaking of Oklahoma City, the winner of the Big West Championship will earn an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. They'll watch the selection show to see where they are headed.
I would think they would keep them right here in the Southern California area. You got to believe that depending on what UCLA does, that UCLA will host. I could see the winner of this championship heading to UCLA. It's happened in the past.
All UCLA does is win in every sport.
Yep, of course, the women's basketball team led by head coach Corey Close with a national championship.
That ball is roped up the middle, but caught by Brady in center field for the first out of the inning.
Great story of softball and basketball. You got Megan Grant, who started playing basketball with UCLA, but she's obviously an All-American softball player, so she does both, and just goes to show you that these athletes, they are multi-talented, and there's several in this championship and in this conference that are talented in multiple sports.
Patricia Iniguez waits on a pitch, change up is strike called. She was hit by a pitch and scored the only run so far. And to that UCLA winning train, they just won women's beach volleyball last week, as well as the Bruins are on a tear this year in championships. Just inside.
Yeah, Iniguez laying off that pitch. Such a disciplined hitter. She has reached safely in the first 26 games of the season. Oh, the off speed. Iniguez did not bite on Grimes. Threw it. That ball just kind of floats over the plate. What a really good pitch. And a great strikeout pitch for Grimes with that off speed.
Here is pitch number 54 for Grimes. Fouls that back. Strike 3 called.
Got Iniguez sleeping, just didn't even swing. Got her looking.
Now that is a sneaky breaking ball from Grimes as she gets her 5th strikeout.
Yeah, you see that it's the spin, right? And that spin allows that ball to break, allows it to move, and it eventually, by the time it crosses the plate, it's got that break. Players lay off of it. What a big strikeout.
Here's the all-freshman team, Nina Sepulveda. She walked her first time up.
Again, right floater right over the plate. I mean, that's a tough pitch to lay off of, but it's the off speed.
Sepulveda, 4-time Big West Freshman of the Week. Has a 1-1 count. Fouls that back. Hit .615 against UC Riverside in that series. As a pair of stolen bases, 3 doubles, and drove in 5 RBI. She's got her hands full with Grimes today. Right field, Detlefson underneath, and catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Aggies. They are coming up with the Beach leading by 1.
Make more of your money with a high-yield checking account with Credit Union One. The official banking partner of the
UC Davis makes the world a better place in so many ways. What? Name one? We'll give you 5. We practically invented the plug-in hybrid. We've treated burnt animals with bandages made of fish skin. Prohibition almost killed California wine. We brought it back. We developed the world's first whole-body scanner. In this unassuming building, a 20th century art movement was born. From the cars you drive to the wine you drink, it's all in a day's work at UC Davis.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
UC Davis coming to bat as we move to the bottom of the 3rd. UC Davis head coach Aaron Thorpe joins us right now. Coach, the Aggies are getting their bats going. What do they need to do to make some adjustments at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that, we've been doing all year is we have to make adjustments as we go. So I think we're feeling it out at the beginning. Hopefully we can start making some adjustments soon.
Coach Grimes is doing a really nice job. She has struck out, I believe, 5 for Long Beach State, but it's that off-speed pitch, one of the most important weapons that she's got, and just really disrupting the timing. What are your thoughts on her?
Yeah, I mean, she's fantastic. When she's got her bulldog in her, she's ready to go, and she mixes speeds well, and it looks like she's flowing right now, so we're excited.
Coach, and it looks like your team's been to the tournament, because if you turn around, they are feeling it. They are just got all kinds of things going on behind you, so
yeah.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you so much.
8, 9, and 1 set to come up for UC Davis here in the bottom of the 3rd. Aaron Thorpe, a former standout player for UC San Diego. And in 2023, Detlefson was named Player of the Year in the Big West. And what a great job she has done coaching her. A fantastic job getting the team into the tournament. This is our first ever trip to the Big West in the 2nd year of the championships. And I'll tell you what raised a lot of eyes for UC Davis this year was the fact that they swept Santa Barbara. Or they won the series versus Santa Barbara. That ball is hit well and caught. Mendoza, the backhand sliding catch, and gets Detlefson.
Well, one of many highlights for the Long Beach defense. They do a lot of things well defensively. You see Kate Barnett just watching this thing sail. She knows it's going out. But what a remarkable catch by Mendoza out there in left field. So many program records defensively.
That ball hit well to the right side by Brady. That will fall in for a hit. So we're starting to see the Aggies get to Barnett. 2 hard hit balls right out of the gate here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, that one just poked hard through. Hernandez could not swipe it up. You see it, she goes opposite. Hernandez couldn't handle it. Even the outfielder bobbled it just a little bit as hitter kind of turned and thought maybe on that miscue there by the right fielder.
Top of the order, Gia Felice. She ground out to third her first time up. A first team All Big West award winner. Off the pitcher's glove, and that will be too late to get Felice. Runners on first and second for the Aggies as they're threatening here in the third.
That's a tough break there because you would think that Hernandez could have played that ball and at least gotten the throw in time to get an out to first, but off the glove as Barnett tries to snatch it naturally, and she slows it down, just not being able to handle it. So no out, and now UC Davis 2 on.
That'll bring up Sydney Poley, ground out to second her first time up. Honorable mention, All Big West. 4 Aggies named to the Big West postseason award.
And not the first for Poley. Last year, an award winner as well. All Big West Conference honorable mentioned as a junior.
Barnett, that ball is up the middle, and they're gonna send her home. Here's the throw, cut off, and the Aggies have tied it here in the bottom of the third. RBI, Sydney Poley.
Hard hit right up the middle. And the throw home is cut off by Iniguez. She has to make the decision. This is going to give you a better view. This ball just gets through. Dowden comes up with the throw. There's the cutoff. And you see Aaron Thorpe just waving Kira Brady around to go home, and she scores.
Well, it is the second time around the lineup, and the balls are being hit very hard off Kate Barnett, so that'll bring out Kendall Fern to talk some things over. She's got the 3 and 4 hitters to face for the Aggies in Shelton and Reeves, with 2 runners on for the Aggies. And 1 out.
There might be a pitching change here. I think Kendall Fern might change the pitcher. She's going back out to the circle to talk to Kate Barnett. She's gonna.
And I think you're right, Tammy Blackler, and we're gonna have a pitching change by the beach.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Long Beach State, 29, Isabella Alonso.
Isabella Alonso.
She's the leading pitcher in terms of innings Alonso is an up and down commander. She's very good at reading the barrel distance off the plate when it comes to hitters. She's just got that special talent. She obviously is a very experienced pitcher. The senior transfer from Cal State Northridge. As you watch her pitch and get through each hitter, you'll see one thing that's really, really important with her, and it seems simple, but it's not. She's just gonna put the pitch where it needs to be based on the hitter, the scout, and the count. So she's very reliable in terms of that.
Alonso is 4th in the Big West in ERA, 7th in opposing batting average. She's got her work cut out for her with 2 runners on here, and the number 3 hitter for UC Davis in Claire Shelton, who singled her first time up.
UC Davis, number 7, Claire Shelton.
Ball high. Alonso, a second-team All-Big West honoree. Ball fouled back. They would love a ground ball double play to get out of this inning. Ball high. You see Alonso just trying to settle in.
She had the opportunity to watch Kate Barnett pitch and try to understand that strike zone. Then she went out to the bullpen and got warmed up.
She has twice as many innings pitched as Kate Barnett, coming in with 111 innings pitched. It's a 3-1 count. 3-1, so the umpire is getting the count right on the scoreboard. Handcuffs her, fouls that. And I guess if you're Kendall Fern, you can't let this game get too far away. You've got to kind of get it in check right away and use your, like she said to us on a phone call, I'm going to use my pitching staff as needed.
Yeah, pitching by committee, and it's a UC Davis team that's got energy, they've got momentum. Certainly the dugout was fired up. You've got 2 players on with only 1 out, and the bats are on fire for Davis. And I just felt like Kate Barnett, she was pitching so well, but it was the last few batters. And remember, UC Davis, they have a short game if they need it. Right now, they're not going to play that game. I think they just want, Erin Thorpe just wants her hitters to attack.
Well, that was ball 4, up and out of the zone, and Alonso got her to chase, which is what makes Alonso so good.
They're making great contact. You can see that Claire Shelton, she's got power, she's got a good swing.
Fouls that back. Alonso, the transfer from CSUN. CSUN, of course, made it to the championship last year against UC Santa Barbara. Their coaching staff moved on. A lot of the seniors graduated, and then you saw a lot of players go to Hawaii and Long Beach. That ball is hit to the right side, but playable. The throw in, and the runners were hold. Apodaca, a nice job, and a nice throw to get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, quick. Caught the ball and knew that there was a potential tag. Good fake tag there. But the throw spot on, and it was cut off.
And that will bring up Riley Reeves, who flew out to right field her first time up. Boy, there is that cutter. You just see it break at the last second for Alonso.
Moves across that plate late. Good speed. She's got such, she's got good heat. She's got good velocity, and when spin meets that, that ball will move as it cuts through the air. But I think, how about Alonso coming in a very difficult situation where UC Davis is charged up and only 1 out, runners on first and second. And she gets a really important out. At this point, you know that a pitcher like that can take a deep breath, even though she still needs to get this third one, but it's a different feel.
Right down the plate, strike call. The 2-2 pitch, 2 runners on. That ball is popped up and not playable.
Not even through the second hitter, Alonso, 16 pitches.
The Aggies are attacking, that is for sure.
Alonso knows she has to be careful with Reeves. Reeves is a player that can score runs. She's got a lot of runs batted in. She did last year. She's got 14 RBI this year.
Foul back again. Ball outside.
Well outside. Alonso's been working the outside of that plate, trying to get the hitters to chase. No go by Reeves on the last 2 pitches.
To the left side. It is playable and dropped. 2 runs will score for the Aggies. And nobody's at third. And the Aggies have gone ahead 3-1.
A high fly ball by Reeves that should have been an out. And the communication again, but also looking into the sun and trying to spot the ball. And the miss, that was Mendoza in the outfield who tried to get her glove on it. You could tell for a while they were just trying to spot the ball in the sun. She wears a visor out there, didn't happen, and boy, what a turn of events, Tracy, for UC Davis.
So rather than the third out, you've got 2 more runs across and a runner on third. And the number 5 hitter up at the plate.
And then the air kind of in the infield where nobody was covering third. The ball comes into the infield, and that allowed Reeves to get from second to third. A great recognition.
Kalinetra. Naomi Kalinetra.
Kalinetra. There you go. Kalinetra. It's a hard one.
Struck out her first time up. Foul ball. Well, Kendall Fern was telling us, sometimes we aren't able to make the play. We've got to play that solid defense. Sometimes it's just that one hiccup, which is like the make or break of the game.
I mean, that was a huge error for Long Beach State. It could be game changing. But there's plenty of softball to be played.
Kalinetra in a hole, 1-2. And you saw, head coach Erin Thorpe was basically sending her players home. Like they were, because it was supposed to be a caught ball, and they have nothing to lose. Keep going, keep going. And then to get the heads-up play for Riley Reeves to get to third base, she's now in scoring position. Davis, the number 4 seed. Long Beach, the number 5 seed. The 1-2 pitch, ball outside. Alonso had made appearances against UC Davis in the regular season, and again, the Beach lost all 3 to the Aggies.
Aaron Thorpe recognizing that and saying that it was tough to beat a team 3 times, much less 4 times. And they swept them in the series 3-0. But here we are with the 4th appearance of the season. It's not going to be easy, but what an inning it has been as of late for UC Davis.
Big West Championship. Tracy Warren along with Tammy Blackburn and our entire crew. 2-2 pitch. Full count. Kalanitra. Got her.
Yep, on the outside plate. And Kalanitra is frustrated because she knew it. She had seen it in batters in front of her.
The Aggies strike with 3. They lead as we move to the top of the 4th. 3-1. Big West Softball Championships, this double elimination tournament has the top 6 teams in the conference, and they're one of them. UC Santa Barbara. They come in as the number 3 seed, and they will take on number 6 seed UC San Diego 30 minutes after this game. Santa Barbara, the defending Big West Championships champion, I should say. And what a job Joe Evans, the Hall of Fame coach, has come in and done in Big West country. Brooklyn Lee gonna lead it off here in the top of the 4th for the Beach, trying to get the ship righted. Lee doubled, got the only RBI of this game so far for the Beach. Caroline Grimes, 62 pitches so far as she faces Brooklyn Lee here in the top of the 4th. She has been the only pitcher for the Aggies as she takes the signal from the dugout. Speed pitch, 2-1.
That off-speed pitch is so disruptive with timing, which is a really big factor in hitting, of course.
Out of the zone.
I remember my hitting coach, he was working with me for many, many years, but really trying to understand the timing of that and how you're trained to see speed and to attack a pitcher's pitch.
That ball is well hit, left field, back it goes, and gone! Solo home run for Brooklyn Lee, and we've got a 3-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth.
And the Beach dugout is fired up from the bat of Brooklyn Lee. Boy, did Long Beach State need this. So much momentum for UC Davis. And how about the first hitter of this inning with a home run, a high hit by Brooklyn Lee, and that was just inside the field of play, Tracy.
Her first home run of the season, and boy, is it a big one for Brooklyn Lee. Was injured the first month of the season, battled her way back into the lineup, and then goes yard against Carolyn Grimes to make this a one-run ball game. Emily Dowden struck out her first time up. Interesting to see the adjustments the Beach are making against Grimes.
So they've laid off the off-speed to the best of their ability because I think they're able to read it now. But remember, Grimes doesn't necessarily use it as just a strikeout pitch. She'll use it in any part of the count. So you really have to be heads up if you are a hitter for the Beach, because Grimes is going to still try to get you off balance in your timing. There it is again, and it's right down the middle. A great pitch. And she works ahead in this count, 1-2.
Dowden tops on the team with a .520 slugging percentage. She's played a little outfield, played designated player, and she's got a 1-2 count. And she gets her.
See, and that's what the off-speed does for you. It kind of messes with your timing a little bit. You're waiting, and even though the hitter will lay off that off-speed, it's still a good off-speed pitch can make a fastball or a ball that comes in with break and good spin. It can make it look even more elite because of just the difference and how she uses it.
Lisa Guerrero flew out to left field her first time up. First pitch swinging, fouls that back. Yeah, you're talking about a difference of anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour with the off-speed versus, you know, the fastball that Grimes can just throw some heat, but you got to adjust.
And it makes her fastball look better when she uses that off-speed.
High and inside. Guerrero, an interesting stance in the plate. That bat really held high. And you think that Grimes is taking notice of that, trying to just jam her high. One and two. That pitch is up, it's playable, and a foul ball. It looked like no one really knew where the ball was.
There were first and third pitcher, catcher. All four of them were trying to look and spot it, and they think the hot corners spotted it, just didn't know what was happening in terms of who was going after it. You see, oh yeah, but you see right there, Felice, she kind of backs off. I think she had it, but Felice backed off.
Connor looking on the outside. Second strikeout of the inning, seventh strikeout overall for Carolyn Grimes.
Infielder, number 7, Audrey Mendoza.
Audrey Mendoza singled her first time up. Mendoza trying to keep a 2-out rally alive.
She's just working the zone. She is working east-west. She's going top-bottom, north-south, working the off-speed. She mixes her speed so well. Such effective pitching.
One and one to Audrey Mendoza, the former Rancho Bernardo High School standout. Fouls that back. Played with the Corona Angels, the summer team, which is so talented.
Yep.
So many D1 players play for the Corona Angels.
So competitive, hard to get into that club.
The 1-2 pitch to Audrey Mendoza. Inside, no, she did not go. That looked like it was almost like a defensive move of not getting hit versus swinging the bat. That ball is up and playable to center field. Brady underneath and gloves it for the third out of the inning, but not before the beach, and Brooklyn Lee can go yard. Brooklyn Lee sails one over the left field fence. We've got a one-run ball game. to 3 over 3 games. And you see Grimes was the winner in game 1. It was domination by the Aggies, but they will tell you coming into this Big West Championship, there is nothing taken for granted. And right now we've got a 1-run game with 6, 7, and 8 coming in to face Alonzo for the Beach. A couple of changes by these coaches, Kendall Fern and Erin Thorpe. Kendall Fern has been a standout at UNLV and had coached most recently at San Diego State in the Mountain West Conference under Stacy Newman-Denise. And she has said, if you ask her, she's learned a ton from Pete Manarino, from Stacy Newman-Denise, and Kendall Fern said, I was so excited to get this Long Beach job because everybody loved Kim Souter and the legacy that she built there, and she has tried to do her best job in keeping Souter's legacy alive. Meanwhile, Erin Thorpe has really moved for excellence, much like UC San Diego. They went from Division III to II to I, and it found a home in the Big West right now, and it found a home in the Big West Championships. Caitlin Phillips set to lead it off against Alonso, strike one.
There's been some changes, Tracy, to this defense. So Mendoza is going to catch now. She was in left field. She's going to catch. Dowden, who was in center for Long Beach, is now in left field. And Erica Estrada, number 28, has come in for Guerrero, who was the designated hitter. So with Alonso pitching, you put probably your best catcher on this team for Long Beach, Mendoza.
Right to Erica Estrada in center field, and she will glove it for the first out of the inning.
Number 22, Marley Panziera.
Marley Panziera, the number 7 hitter, ground to shortstop her first time up. The Aggies coming in with a record of 28 and 23. They went 2-1 in their final series against Cal Poly. And went 2-1 against UC Santa Barbara. And prior to that, swept UC Riverside. So they have been hot down the stretch. And it was just interesting to see the jockeying for positions 2 through 6. In fact, number 6 wasn't determined until Saturday when UC San Diego found their way back here to Fullerton in the Big West Championships. Three and one to Panziera. That ball is up. Mendoza catches it for the second out of the inning.
Tough catch, kept her mask on, had to deal with being able to not only identify through that mask, but then as that ball was moving on the way down, she got underneath it, very agile, impressive. This is why we talk about her probably being the best catcher, on this team. And Alonso was just talking to her the whole time the ball was in the air. Alonso's just talking to her and giving her the encouragement. Well done.
Alyssa Detlefson popped out to left field her first time up, but she also had the bat to contend with.
Yes.
And the wind is blowing out, so the wind is blowing towards the outfield. So a lot to negotiate to Mendoza.
And slightly to the left, just slightly to the left. Go back to that Brooklyn Lee home run for Long Beach State. Did it have any wind underneath it? I mean, it was a high fly ball. There had to be a slight bit of wind that could have carried that thing out. It didn't go far beyond the fence down the left field line. It almost traveled foul, but it stayed in the park.
That was a slow evolving home run.
Good point. Good way to describe it.
Walked her. So Detlefson is a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the 4th for Alonso. That is the first walk given up by Isabella Alonso, who has thrown 39 pitches, came on in relief for Kate Barnett, who pitched 2.1 innings. Kiara Brady, the number 9 hitter, the center fielder. She singled and scored a run in her first at bat. A little powwow in the circle for the Beach. Tyler Hall, Shelby Miller, also part of the coaching staff. Shelby Miller in there. Alonzo, one of 2 seniors that will move on for the Beach after this season, as Kendall Fern has 14 undergraduates in that dugout. 7 freshmen, 7 sophomores. All right, the strategy for Brady, go right at her, and they do. Sepulveda battling the sun. She'll take over and glove it for the 3rd out of the inning. So Alonzo shuts this down. And we've still got a 1-run ball game as we move to the top of the 5th.
Here, we have discovered there are no barriers to the depth of our imagination. No barriers to our spirit of innovation and creativity. No barriers to what we can accomplish. Ranked as one of the top public universities in the country, Cal State Long Beach is transformative, inclusive, empowering. Cal State Long Beach, no barriers.
Credit Union One Free Checking has everything you need to bank on the go. Make deposits and more with our highly rated mobile app. And get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 Early Pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunion1.org.
Introducing CU1 High Yield Checking, the account that rewards you for everyday banking. Earn up to 5.25% APY when you make qualifying transactions each month. No minimum or opening balance required. Get started at cu1.com/high yield checking.
UC Davis pitcher Caroline Grimes has been a force, giving up just 2 runs on 3 hits. Fantastic movement, and their strikeouts to boot.
Yeah, she's had a lot of strikeouts. She's mixing her speeds really well. She's using all quadrants of the zone, going down, going up. Look at that break in the ball, late break, and then she can bring the heat. That off speed just makes that heater look more elite. What a great performance she has had so far in the circle. The senior, she has struck out 7 hitters.
9-1-2 set to face Grimes. It is the 3rd turn of the lineup for the Beach in one of the wins for UC Davis against Long Beach, as this is to the right side and throwing the first for the 1st out of the inning. That is Reeves who gets Hernandez. Grimes pitched all 12 innings in the win. She came back the next day and pitched 2 more, and the Aggies won. And you know, with video, you watch a pitcher, and it's great to see movement on video, but when you're 43 feet away, it's a whole different ball game as they get Apodaca.
Even when you go into the batting cage or the hitting cage and you see as many pitches as you can with that pitching machine that is set to throw you a different range of balls, it still isn't the same as being on the field. It's pretty close, but I don't know, you get in the batting cage and it's great. It's different on the field during the game.
You know, normally for the Beach, this is the deadly part of their lineup. It's the Apodaca, Weisbrook, Iniguez, and Sepulveda. And among them, they have not been able to manage a hit. Weisbrook with 2 outs.
Speaks to great pitching from Grimes. Also, the defense working behind her. Let's not forget about that.
UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego coming up 30 minutes following this game. The loser of this game will go into the elimination bracket and will play at 7 o'clock tonight. And they will play the loser of the UCSB-UCSD game. Foul ball. Outside, back up to Grimes. Grimes to throw. 3 up, 3 down, and Grimes is just getting stronger as she goes. UC Davis coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th.
All right, fans, who's ready for some epic wings? Beyond your feet, make some noise. Our
And with us, first-year head coach for the Beach, Kendall Fern. Kendall, your team came into today's game batting .304 as a team. Your top part of the lineup has been the feisty part of the lineup. What do you need to do offensively?
We need to find holes. We've been getting a lot of air under the ball, and now we're trying to get more on the line. But, I mean, when the top of our lineup hasn't been on base yet, that's a dangerous place to be late in the game. So I have full confidence we'll get there.
Kendall, let's switch to talk about pitching. You took Kate Barnett out. You saw something with Isabella Alonso. Talk about that change and the payoff so far.
We're going strength to strength there, so it's a great matchup for both of them. Yeah. So don't be surprised if you see Kate come in later, but Bella's looking awesome. So we're very confident with that 1-2 punch.
Kendall Fern, thank you so much for your time. A great addition to the Beach.
Yeah, go Beach.
Top of the order for the Aggies. Gia Felice set to lead it off for UC Davis. First team, all Big West. And Erin Thorne will tell you she has just turned it on since Big West Conference play came into being. She uses her speed, she's got great recognition, and she's got a single and a run scored in 2 at-bats so far in this game.
What a career it has been for Felice. She's a senior out of Hollister, California. Started off with being honored in the all Big West freshman team. Numbers were there, just kept getting better, kept improving. We've talked about the recent series that this UC Davis team had with UC Santa Barbara. She was big in 2 games. She went 3 of 7, Tracy, and she had 3 runs scored and 1 stolen base, and that was a really important series versus Santa Barbara. And she was hot, as you mentioned, just really continuing to come on strong as Felice.
And we talked about it, Tammy. It's the top parts of the lineup, and UC Davis' top part lineup has produced. Ball just out of the reach. It's Felice and Poli, the 1-2 hitters, who have scored 2 of their 3 runs, and then the number 9 hitter, Kiara Brady. So they're able to be efficient with their run production and their hits.
Yeah, Brady has been solid. She had I believe she had a big triple in that Santa Barbara win, one of those 3 games. She had a triple. So you're seeing some of the best from UC Davis right now, both offensively and defensively. I think Grimes has been absolutely fantastic in the circle for the Aggies.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Gia Felice. Outside part of the plate. The 3rd turn of the order for the Aggies. It is the 2nd pitcher they faced, Kate Barnett, and then Alonso. Full count. Chopper foul. Congratulations to the co-coaches of the year in the Big West, Gina Oaks Garcia from Cal State Fullerton and Panita Thanatharn from Hawaii in her first year, former Long Beach assistant. Gets the Rainbow Wahine all the way to the number 2 seed, and for that, co-coach of the year, slapped to the left side, and that is caught by Emily Dowden.
Dowden just tracked this ball right off the barrel. Had to see it, frozen rope. Good hit, good contact.
That'll bring up Sydney Poli. Poli, a 2nd team All Big West, last year honorable mention. Brother plays baseball at Northwest Missouri State. Inside out swing to the right side, and that is going to drop for a hit. And Poli is a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, getting something started. UC Davis looking for a rally here. Long Beach gets Felice on that last out. You still got a player like Poli who can step into that 2nd slot and get on base.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Claire Shelton. She is 1 for 2 on the day.
This Aggies team has been able to work throughout the season and do productive things with 1 out.
And they are keeping the beach out there, which we're looking at an hour and 50 minutes into this game, and we are just in the bottom of the 5th inning. So it is, they are really working it. Ball gets over Alonso, and runners are safe all around for the Aggies.
That ball rolled with a crazy spin right over the glove of Alonso. She tried to field it, but watch the way that it comes off the bat, hits the end of the barrel, it just spins right over the top. It had crazy top spin. And just an unfortunate play.
And now 2 runners on and 1 out for the number 4 hitter, Riley Reeves.
Mendoza, who's behind the plate catching for Long Beach, is doing a very nice job in framing these pitches by Alonso.
Reeves fouls that back.
Reeves is hurting a little bit.
At right foot, trying to shake it off, the cobwebs off. As she shakes that off, meanwhile, the Gauchos from UC Santa Barbara, as we see, looks like she just turned it, Tammy.
Yeah, I thought it maybe had hit her ankle, but it certainly.
Like her buckle, a little buckle of the ankle.
It's hard to see these little movements in the load, the turn, the swing.
0-1 to Reeves, 2 runners on, 1 out. Outside. And there is Joe Evans, the head coach for UC Santa Barbara, the Hall of Fame coach who has just been such a plus to the Big West. And the defending champs. Big swing and a miss. Aaron Thorpe was saying, hey, we graduated a lot of seniors last year and didn't make the tournament. They were 15 and 36 overall. They have 16 underclassmen, 9 freshmen on UC Davis, and Riley Reeves is one of the 7 sophomores. Ball outside.
One swing could really change things for this UC Davis team as we are in the top of the 5th, and the opportunities for Long Beach State to sit in the batter's box and have opportunities.
That is up. Iniguez will glove it for the 3rd out of the inning. 1-run ball game as we move to the 6th. First 2 nights, and 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. That's a lot of softball here. We could play as many as 12 games in 4 days to crown a Big West champion. Top of the 6th, Priscilla Iniguez set to lead it off for the Beach. They are coming down to their final 6 outs. And as Kendall Fern said, they've got to get something going. Iniguez, the number 4 hitter, trying to find her first hit of this game. Caroline Grimes, 87 pitches, 7 strikeouts, and allowed just 3 hits and 2 runs. Ball hit well to center field. Brady calling for it. Brady comes down with it. An acrobatic catch from Kiara Brady.
third baseman, number 20, Nina Sepulveda.
Good athleticism here as she's chasing. She's using her glove to fight the sun and then has to track it all the way in, as she may have maybe overrun that just a bit, but that ball is moving, and great stretch there to get that out.
Nina Sepulveda steps in for the Beach. Strike one called. Boy, Grimes is intent on getting ahead in the count. Inside, Sepulveda, a four-year letter winner at Quartz Hill High School. She played not only softball, but flag football. Her brother Esteban plays baseball at UC Riverside. Ball high. 91 pitches, as you can see the pitch count, throwing about 65 miles per hour with heat. She's got a great off speed, does Grimes.
Four-time Big West Player of the Week. She has no shortage of accolades this season. Wind picking up here at the park.
Foul that back. Some UC Santa Barbara and UC San Diego fans kind of starting to trickle in. They are slated to go 30 minutes after this game. It was originally slated for 4 o'clock. Looks like we'll hit that. To third base, and that gets through. So Sepulveda represents the tying run and is a one-out base runner here in the top of the 6th.
Good hit, good contact there. Felice for UC Davis at third tries to jump all over it, but it gets away from her. And then, of course, the backup, Panziera, she's out of position as it touches the glove and runs away from Felice. It's out of the infield.
And they will give Sepulveda a single. So maybe this is the nod for the Beach, because Brooklyn Lee comes up to the plate. And Brooklyn Lee is 2 for 2 on the day. A double in the first with an RBI and a home run. She has all of the Beach's RBIs. Do you pitch to her, Tammy?
Yeah, I think you do. I don't think that you give her a free pass. I don't think you take the bat out of her hand. You make her work. You go after her. You attack. I know that there's one on, and you know, one swing from Brooklyn Lee could give the Beach the lead. There is a little wind kind of going back. We're looking at the flags in the outfield. I think it played a factor in her home run.
Big swing and a miss.
This is why I think you go after her. I think she's going to swing hard, but I think Grimes' movement and spin is good enough.
Grimes is up to the challenge. The runner's going. Here's the throw. And not in time. So Sepulveda gets the stolen base, the first for the Beach this game, and now she's in scoring position for Brooklyn Lee. Tammy behind Brooklyn Lee. The 4 hitters are 1 for 8 in this game. Does that change your thought of now with a runner in scoring position, what you do with Brooklyn Lee?
You could put her on and hope that you create a force, right? They're still going to pitch to her. Oh, that off-speed pitch. It's just so incredible.
The 2-2 pitch to Brooklyn Lee. Ball hit well to the right side. Over the head of the right fielder. The runner is
question. Lee is going to answer that. She says, go ahead and pitch to me and I'll do this. Over the right fielder. Detlefson tried to chase, and then the run scores for Long Beach. That was Sepulveda. I tell you, for Brooklyn Lee, she had a homer her last at bat. She did not have a homer until today, and then that was a big hit. We will have a pitching change for UC Davis. Ashley Sawai. She's a right-handed pitcher.
The junior out of Torrance, California. They say she should have been the ace for 2026, but she'll get a chance to be the ace now if she can shut down the Beach. Ashley Sawai comes in with a record of 12-4, 3.01 ERA with 18 games started and 64 strikeouts.
Recently the pitcher of the week, or player of the week, I should say. You're right, Tracy, about her being the ace, but that injury kept her from doing it. However, important to know that she's come back strong from that injury. She pitched an 11-inning game recently against Cal Poly.
So Grimes is responsible for Lee at second. Emily Dowden struck out in her 2 at-bats. And you know, the third time through the lineup can be tough, and you're waiting for the Beach to wake up. The team that you've seen all season long that has that firepower, but who knew it would come from Brooklyn Lee, who missed the better part of the first month of the season, only to fight her way back, and here has all 3 RBIs for the Beach.
She's played in only half the games for Long Beach, but one of the most meaningful here today. A game changer.
Sawai was the Big West Freshman of the Year, the Big West Pitcher of the Year as a freshman, and all Big West second team that year. She has just been a steady force for the Aggies, but ran into some injuries, and right now she has Dowden 2-2 with a runner on second and 1 out. Chopper to short, the look back. And they hold Brooklyn Lee at second for 2 outs.
How about Sawai in her 148.2 innings last year with 96 strikeouts. Big numbers last year. Could have been similar this year if not for the injury. She is a pitcher that has a curve, drop, rise, screw. She has it all, a good changeup. But she is a curve, drop, rise player, or thrower, I should say. So she's gonna have break, she's gonna have really good spin and movement, east to west, and she's gonna go up top with a rise.
Elise Guerrero re-enters. She's got a runner on second and 2 outs. How much does adrenaline play in this situation? You got a freshman at bat, first Big West championship, and a chance to go ahead with the go-ahead run on second.
Well, certainly the freshmen haven't seen this stage before. This is the first time being on this stage, so that is a factor. Some of them get, pretty fired up. You've seen that over the years, and I think it's important to get fired up, but I also think it's important to make sure that you're settled. I don't think you play well when you're too fired up.
Off the end of the bat and caught by the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Brooklyn Lee can go to work again. This time to the right side. She goes long. She's got a home run and also has 3 RBI. We're tied at 3.
It all comes down to this. Be there at Cicerone Field at Anteater Ballpark on the campus of UC Irvine for the 2026 Big West Baseball Championship. Catch every pulse-pounding inning May 20th through the 24th when the Big West best battle for a conference crowd and an automatic berth in the NCAA Championship. For more information, go to bigwest.org/tickets. The 2026 Big West Baseball Championship. The road to Omaha starts here.
Hey, what's up, roomie? I got us some Jersey Mike subs.
Danny DeVito? Are you my freshman roommate?
And that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial where the subs matter most. I mean, look how big that is. We'd eat that for lunch and for dinner. Hey, we'll eat that. Hey, who let the rents in? You want a Jersey Mike's?
Introduce us to your new roommate.
Mom, it's Danny DeVito.
That's mine. Don't touch it. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's easy to play it safe, but that's not our story. Only the bold. It's our mission. A call for risk takers and change makers to shine. In the classroom, in the community, and in competition. Bold is our past, our future, our passion. Bold is the next level. The Big West. Only the bold.
New life for the Beach, and UC Davis has got a ball game. Tied at 3, we move to the bottom of the 6. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Aggies. Isabella Alonso now has a 3-3 ball game. She came in relief for Kate Barnett. We knew it would be a good game, and we got a 4 and a 5 seed. Despite the fact that Davis prevailed during the regular season, the Beach wanted another shot. They got it. And now they'll go to work here in the bottom of the 6. First pitch swinging and a long out to left field, and that's Dowden who gloves it for out number 1.
No, I think, like, you see Davis, kind of the philosophy there going after that first pitch. If you see it, you like it. Alonso, who's going to throw the heat, and she's got good movement. I mean, she's come in and done a really good job. But I like the first swing. If you see that pitch that you like, I like that for UC Davis, especially with hitters that are having confidence.
First pitch swinging again, and this ball will fall. And a single for Panziera.
Number 27, Alyssa Jefferson.
Just really focused on in that at bat with that particular pitch, putting the barrel on the ball. I think Alonso was trying to work down in the zone, but she made great contact, got on, and now you're gonna face the lefty.
Alyssa Detlefson. First pitch swinging to right field, gloved by the Beach, Apodaca.
3 pitches for Alonso, and there's 2 outs.
So maybe the scouting is her first pitch is the best. Go in and go get it.
I think so, and that's what I said. I like what UC Davis is doing, and I mean, it's produced a single so far, no extra bases, but you can see that the contact has been solid.
Kiara Brady, a single and a run scored, and she popped to third her last time up. 2 outs, runner on first. Boy, do you believe in momentum?
I do believe in momentum. I absolutely do in sport, almost all sports.
Top of the order on deck for the Aggies. Ball gets away, runner will advance to second, and now in scoring position is Panziera. Boy, they gotta like this. If they can get Brady on, the top of the order comes up with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, they would love to see Poley, Sydney Poley, get an at-bat in this inning with runners on.
Ball in the dirt. There is activity in the bullpen for the Beach. And it is Kate Barnett. That ball is hit well in the gap. That will score a run. Extra bases now for Brady. And the Aggies go ahead 4-3 here in the bottom of the sixth.
It should have been a double. But watch the contact. This ball goes all the way to the warning track and the wall, and then it's mishandled. What a miscue there. And it was at that miscue that she went from second to third at the same time that Pansiera was scoring.
And now the top of the order for Erin Thorne and UC Davis.
That was just an unfortunate error there. It gave an extra base to Brady. That has been a bit of a bugaboo for Long Beach State in this game.
Vanessa Calvillo is your pinch runner at third. Cavillo, 2 outs, and the top of the order with Gia Felice. Every run counts. The Beach went ahead early, scored 1 in the first. UC Davis scored 3 in the third. The Beach got 1 back in the fourth and 1 in the sixth. And now UC Davis gets 1 in the sixth to make it a 4-3 ball game.
I thought Long Beach was going to make a quick inning of this.
And that's another run will score. Extra bases for Gia Felice. She's going in the third. Here's the throw. Not in time. And it gets away, but Felice will stay at third. And UC Davis on top, 5-3 in the bottom of the sixth.
There was no stopping Gia Felice on the bases. She was going to third no matter what. This ball in the gap, and it rolls all the way to the wall. She did not even think about slowing down at second base. She turned it and she was going. I'd have to go back and watch Erin Thorpe, the head coach, to see if she was holding her up. But Gia Felice said, "No, I got 1 speed and I'm not stopping."
Kate Barnett will re-enter, and we will have a break in the action. Barnett back in for the Beach. And had a strikeout, and she will re-enter for Isabella Alonso, who has given up 2 runs here in the sixth, and will try to shut down Sydney Poley, the number 2 hitter. But we talked about it, Tammy, this part of the lineup, the 9-1-2, has been the most productive for UC Davis. Even with 2 outs, she's got to get Poley with a runner on third.
That extra base by Felice from second to third could be absolutely huge, because Poley can really make great contact. And I thought UC Davis said they would love to see Poley in this at bat. And they're going to have an opportunity to do that with Felice at third, not at second. So this could be a great chance for UC Davis to put some more insurance on the board.
Yeah, to get one, but to get two, as hard as the Beach fought to get back into this game, that says something for UC Davis. Of the 6 teams, the Aggies have the 6th best batting average. So they are not one to put a lot of runs on the board, but they've done it today in bunches with the efficiency of the bottom and top part of the order. Chop foul. We mentioned Cal State Fullerton and Hawaii had byes today. Hawaii played their final series in SoCal and did not fly back to Hawaii. They just stayed and came right to Fullerton. Chopper foul. I feel like playing in this stadium, it's like going to UCLA softball. All you see is like the championships in the outfield, and you're like, okay, well.
All-American,
right.
championships, people hoisting trophies on the outfield wall.
In the dirt, gets away, foul ball.
Felice wants to come home and score so bad. You can just tell by the way she's pressing, I'll say. There's the look at the 86 national championship team.
Two-two pitch, fouls that back.
Softball Americans are a dime a dozen in this program.
Yeah.
Historically.
They're running out of fence there for championships.
Conference champions are a dime a dozen as well.
Here's the 2-2. To the right side, foul ball. Santa Barbara patiently waiting in the outfield. You can see the blue jerseys out there. Beach trying to get through this inning. Inserting Kate Barnett back in the circle. Felice at third. And the Aggies have pushed across 2 key runs here in the 6th with 2 outs. Good save in the dirt. Mendoza doing the catching now. We got a full count. Foul ball.
She's really working Kate Barnett. As of right now, Long Beach State, with only 3 outs left to work with offensively. They get out of this, they go to the top of the 7th. UC Davis could win and move on into the bracket that they would like to move to.
Got her. And Kate Barnett closes the door, but not before the Aggies push across 2 more. We're headed to the top of the 7th, 5-3, UC Davis. Diego, 30 minutes following the conclusion of this game. The winner of this game will move on tomorrow to face #1 seed Cal State Fullerton. The loser moves to the elimination bracket and plays the loser of UC San Diego and UC Santa Barbara. 8-9-1 set to go here in the top of the 7th. Long Beach State, the #5 seed.
We got getting to Long Beach State, #7, Audrey Mendoza.
Ball's popped up. Shortstop calling for it. Panziera gloves it for out #1.
Number 23, Giselle Hernandez.
Big swing and a miss. Sawai trying to close it out for UC Davis. Hernandez looking for her first hit of this game.
Oh, that's a strike 3 looking. What a pitch. Good spin. That ball just, it literally hits exactly on the edge on that left side where she wanted it.
And the Aggies are 1 out away from their first ever Big West Championship win. Top of the order, Lena Apodaca. You can hear the UC Davis fans. They are fired up, living on every pitch. Sawai. Strike 2.
Yeah, this is such a great substitution for UC Davis at putting Sawai into the game to come in relief of Grimes, who pitched a heck of a game. She's only pitched 14 pitches, Sawai. This will be the 15th. She just has crazy speed, good spin. Great break. I love the way she's hitting the corners.
Two-two pitch to first, gloved, and that'll do it. UC Davis is moving on. They will face Cal State Fullerton, the #1 seed, advancing to the winner's bracket tomorrow.
That's the final score of our first championship game. Aggies 5, the Beach 3.
Our final score, UC Davis 5, Long Beach State 3. We will come back and have an interview here with UC Davis pitcher Caroline Grimes. But we will watch them punch their ticket to move on to the next round where they've got a date with Cal State Fullerton.
The softball championship between the Tritons of UC San Diego and the Gauchos of Santa Barbara is on deck next. Get your tickets now at
16 underclassmen on this UC Davis team. They came from behind and they were able to pull it out and win with some clutch hitting in the 6th. 2 key runs for the Aggies. And it is their first ever Big West Championship win. And a date with Cal State Fullerton tomorrow in the winners bracket. We're coming back to Fullerton, California. Our game one winners, UC Davis 5-3. Knocking off Long Beach State 5-3. It was a game they had to come from behind, and setting the tone for UC Davis in the circle was Caroline Grimes. Caroline is with us right now. Caroline, what is the mood with the Aggies?
Absolutely pumped. Obviously, it's our first time here, but we are over the moon. And I love our team, and we just bring fire every day, and we were just stoked to be here and excited to take on Fullerton.
Caroline, you had great speed. You were mixing your speed. You had great movement, just hitting some key spots. Tell me about sort of the scouting report with this Long Beach State team that you had swept in the regular season, but hard to do a fourth time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Coach Kleiss, our pitching coach, puts in a ton of work, and I trust her with my whole heart, and I trust our defense, so that makes it super easy for me to just look at the glove and throw the ball, you know?
How do you get ready for Fullerton tomorrow?
Get some good food, get some good sleep, and just trust that, like, we can beat anyone here, and we don't change a beat. We just do our game.
Caroline Grimes, congratulations to UC Davis, your first ever win in the Big West Championships.
Thank you so much. Go Ags, baby.
And our updated bracket looks like this. UC Davis will move on and face Cal State Fullerton. That game is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Long Beach State will hang around and play the loser of the UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego game. That is set to start at 4 o'clock. Lots more softball to go, but for now, UC Davis is our 5-3 winners. For Tammy Blackburn, I'm Tracy Warren saying so long from Anderson Family Field in Fullerton, California, where our final is 5-3 UC Davis.